Innovators, how can you gain mastery over your mind? I am David Jitendranath, and this is Get in the Mode, where we talk about self-mastery and innovation. In this video, we are going to talk about 5 practices that will help you gain mastery over your mind. And if you stick around till the end, there is a bonus 6th one that you do not want to miss. First, let's understand, what does mastery over mind mean? Mastery over your mind means maintaining or improving the quality of your mind. How can you know that the quality of your mind has improved? The surest way to know that is to see the outcome of the thoughts that your mind produces. What sort of new thoughts are you able to come up with? What sort of breakthrough ideas are you able to come up with? And that's exactly what leads to innovation. Remember, anybody can come with lots of ideas. What matters is the quality of those ideas. Here's the first practice. I was watching an episode of Shark Tank, and billionaire Mark Cuban talks about one common characteristic that he expects in all entrepreneurs. You know what that is? It's self-awareness. Meditation is a great tool to gain self-awareness. As you meditate, you realize what sort of thoughts come to your mind. You also observe these thoughts as you try to maintain a quietness of the mind. In fact, the surest way to understand how your mind works and how your mind has improved is to really understand and notice how long you are able to quiet your mind. And this is not some rigid exercise where you have to stay upright and try not to think about anything. All meditation guides will tell you, notice thoughts as they arise in your mind. Noticing these thoughts will make you more self-aware. So meditation is a great tool to gain self-awareness and perhaps to even improve your emotional intelligence. The second practice is an insight that I gained from a bestseller, Power versus Force. And it's got nothing to do with force. In that book, the key insight is the fact that the mind thinks with the body. Think about it for a second. We tend to think that the mind is our brain, but it's absolutely not the case. The quality of your mind depends 100% on the health and fitness of your body. So the second practice is physical fitness. As you push the boundary on your physical fitness, it is a surefire way to push the boundary on your thinking. You don't have to microdose or take psychedelics to push boundaries of your thought. A simple workout every day, or perhaps every other day, depending on what you're working up to, is a great way to improve the quality of your mind. Daily workouts will help you attain that mental acuity that is unattainable any other way. The third practice is to develop a craftsman mindset. What do we mean by a craftsman mindset? It means continuing to perfect your craft and also create value through your innovation. Cal Newport talks about something called deliberate practice. With deliberate practice, you design activities that will help you hone in your skills for your craft. If you are a musician, you will somewhat understand this. You know how guitarists often break down certain parts of a solo or perhaps parts of a piece and continue to perfect it, and then they fit that into the larger whole of the solo or the piece that they're playing as part of a bigger orchestra or perhaps a band. You will also notice that these musicians slow it down, and keep repeating it till they perfect it. This is exactly what Cal Newport says is deliberate practice. You continue to hone in your skill for a particular craft, create value, and then you add it to the entirety of what you are creating. The fourth practice is writing. Have you ever heard someone's opinion and thought, oh my God, this person is parroting some media person's view? In these days, it's very hard to develop and come up with original ideas. When you write, it is a great way to understand what it takes to come up with an original idea. It's actually very hard to come up with something original. You can always borrow sayings, quotes, and ideas from someone and put it together, but it's absolutely hard to develop original thinking, and writing is a great way to do that. You can also go back and reflect on some of your writings of the past, and that will actually show you the progress of your thoughts. The fifth practice is developing a hobby. Hobbies are a great way to open up the imagination of your mind. When Einstein was thinking about quantum physics and theory of relativity, he often used to retreat to playing his violin. No, he was not a concert violinist or anything like that, but playing the violin gave him that refreshment and that imagination as he thought about the theory of relativity. A good sign of a hobby is something that you're really not good at, and you're probably never going to be good at that. And that is okay. You continue to practice that hobby just for its own sake, and it gives you this immense pleasure, and it opens up your mind in unimaginable ways. If you've stuck around so far, consider hitting the like button for this video. And here is the bonus sixth one. We hear this a lot from top longevity experts such as Andrew Huberman, Peter Attia, in probably most of their podcasts. It is the number one thing is sleep. There are many ideas to improve your sleep. One thing that has immensely helped me is aligning my body with the circadian rhythm. To achieve this, you can expose yourself to the early morning sunrise, perhaps for 15 minutes, go on a walk without wearing sunglasses, without having a hat, and then directly look at the early morning sun. Hopefully you can do this before 8 a.m. or somewhere close to that. Looking at the early morning sunlight or perhaps the sunrise releases adrenaline. And no, it's not the stress hormone that is bad for you. In fact, you want adrenaline to be released early in the morning so that it alerts you and prepares you for the day. In the evening, try not to expose yourself to much light. Avoid screens, avoid bright lights or any sort of light pollution. These two simple habits have helped me attain a decent level of aligning my body to my circadian rhythm. I personally have written better blogs, made better content when I have had a good night's sleep. What are some other practices that innovators in the past have done and you thought they were weird? Comment below. If you got some value out of this video, give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the Get in the Mode YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.